So we completed our unit 1, which was the solid state, and quite naturally we moved to unit 2, and the unit is solutions, right? Hopefully a colorful unit. So in our first slide we have the definition. Since we're talking about solutions, we need to know the basics, what a solution is and what a solution is composed of. As far as the definition is concerned, we define it in simple words that a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more chemically non-reacting substances whose composition can be varied within certain limits. Now I keep saying this in the classroom that in a definition, every word is important. If you skip a word, you do not only write or remember or learn an incomplete definition, but it might also be defective if you skip a word or two. So every word in this and in any other definition is important. Now a solution is a homogeneous mixture. What is a homogeneous mixture? A mixture जिसमें composition and properties uniform हो throughout the mixture, right? Of two or more chemically non-reacting substances. Generally we deal with binary solutions. Bi means two components wale solutions in which we have one solvent and one solute. But there might be solutions in which you will have more than one. You may have two, you may have three solutes dissolving in a solvent. So it's a mixture of two or more chemically non-reacting substance. In between the solute and the solvent, there is no chemical interaction happening. They are chemically non-reacting substances whose composition can be varied within certain limits, increasing the volume of the solvent, increasing the amount of the solute, making it more concentrated, making it more dilute, making it less concentrated. You can vary that composition within certain limits. Now this diagram is simply demonstrative. We have a solute and we have a solvent. A solute, as you can see, it's blue in color. You have done this in your class 11th practicals. You purified a sample of copper sulfate, so it very clearly looks like a sample of copper sulfate pentahydrate. Dissolving it in water, what we get is a solution, right? Now the second slide, what I have done in this first presentation is I'm just going to introduce you to the terminology we'll be using in the presentations we're going to do after this, and basics of the chapter. We are doing basics of the chapter in this presentation, right? Now we have unsaturated solutions, we have saturated solutions, we have supersaturated solutions. A solution is an unsaturated or a non-saturated solution अगर आप solvent में अभी solute add कर सकते हैं. अभी solvent की अपनी जो capacity of dissolving that solute है, it is there and it is able to dissolve more and more solute in it. It is called as an unsaturated solution. But then eventually it reaches a point जहाँ पे जब आप ज़्यादा solute और solute उसमें डाल रहे हो, it is not getting dissolved in the solvent because the solvent has reached its maximum capacity. That point is called as, at that point the solution is known as a saturated solution because the solvent has reached the point of saturation. इसके beyond ये solute को dissolve नहीं कर सकता. This is the example, this is the diagram. जो हम solute add कर रहे हैं वो नीचे bottom में settle हो रहा है. It is not getting dissolved in the solvent. The third type is the supersaturated solution. क्या होता है supersaturated? Obviously जब saturation point reach कर गया, the solute is not dissolving further in it. Is it possible कि इस जो extra solute है इसको हम dissolve कर सके? Not under normal conditions. We will have to change the conditions, then only we can do that. For example, increase the temperature. When you increase the temperature of this saturated solution, you increase the capacity of the solvent to dissolve more solute in it temporarily, and you do that, you add more solute, that solute gets dissolved, and this solution is called a supersaturated solution. However, these solutions are highly unstable because हमने जो है capacity of the solvent exploit की है. जितनी उसकी capacity थी solute dissolve करने की, उससे ज़्यादा हमने temperature बढ़ा के dissolve किया. When it comes back to that normal temperature, the extra solute will eventually fall off in the form of crystals. That is how they are unstable. Supersaturated solutions, जैसे हमारे पास जो candies होते हैं वैसे ही बनाए जाते हैं. आप sugary solution once it reaches the point of saturation, उसके बाद आप इसको super saturate करते हो, right? Now in this slide again, as I said somewhere, that is wali presentation में we'll just do the definitions and the basics of solutions. Solutions in water, if your solvent is water, we call them aqueous solutions. If our solvent is not water, it is benzene, it is ether, it is carbon tetrachloride, we call those solutions as non-aqueous solutions. Solvent and solute, definition simple है, आपने बहुत बार पढ़ी होगी अभी तक. Component, quantitatively हम इनको differentiate करते हैं on the basis of their quantity. The component which is present in larger amount by mass is the solvent, and compared to that, the component which is present in smaller amount is the solute. Now generally when we think of solutions, हमारे दिमाग में liquid and liquid आता है, या most common है solid and liquid solutions. I've just given 3 examples below which are solid and solid solutions. Brass जो है, it is basically a solution. It's a mixture. It's a homogeneous mixture of copper and zinc. German silver, it's a homogeneous mixture of copper, zinc and nickel. Bronze, it's a homogeneous mixture of copper and tin. Now as you can see, since their components are different, all of them are the solutions but their components are different, so obviously इनका जो usage भी in daily life है, that is different. Usage of brass is different from German silver. Usage of German silver is different from bronze because their composition is different. Solutions में also one thing is there, concentration matters a lot. जैसे आप पानी में अगर हमारे फ्लोराइड आयंस होंगे, 1 ppm होगा, 1 parts per million. It is supposedly used for prevention of tooth decay. अगर आपके पानी में 1 ppm फ्लोराइड आयंस होंगे, लेकिन यही फ्लोराइड अगर 1.5 ppm हो जाए, it causes a mottling of teeth. वो पीले रंग के जो दांत हो जाते हैं. So see the importance of the concentration. 1 ppm उसी चीज का prevents tooth decay, and 1.5 उसी चीज का causes tooth decay. Even उससे ज़्यादा फिर अगर concentration हो जाए तो it might be even poisonous. So solutions are quite interesting and, as I said, hopefully colorful. Now in this, what we do is classification of solutions on the basis of the physical state of the solute and the solvent. ये जो classification इस table में है, it is on the basis of the physical state, whether your solute is a solid or it's a liquid or it is a gas. Similarly, whether the solvent is a solid or it is a liquid or it is a gas. I had to make this table and fill in all this information in that table. I found this in the form of a picture on internet, so I had to write down the same thing, making my life easy. I've taken the picture from the internet. You can see these spots. Obviously there were some examples I did not agree with. So let's see how many types of solutions do we have here. On the basis of the physical state of solute and solvent, we have 9 types of solutions, right? In the first 3 the solvent is a solid, in the next 3 the solvent is a liquid, in the next 3 the solvent is a gas. Now solid in solid, solid solute in solid liquid. Example, alloys. We have solutes का column, solvent का column, type of the solution का column, and then we'll have an example for each. Alloys जो आपने अभी brass देखा, German silver देखा, they're all alloys and are the examples of solid and solid solutions. Liquid in solid, बहुत ही simple सा है. Liquid in solid, hydrated salts. जैसे जब आप copper sulfate की crystallization करते हो, उसमें water crystallization आता है. We have copper sulfate pentahydrate. So those 5 water molecules are water of crystallization. That's a hydrated salt. That is basically liquid in solid. Solid is in larger amount. That is why it is a solvent. Liquid kam hota, it is a solute. Gas in solid. Gas in solid. Dissolved gases in minerals. Minerals में जो already dissolved gases होते हैं. Next section, solid and liquid. One of the most common forms of solution. Salt water in salt solution. Salt dissolve आप करें पानी में. आप sugar dissolve कर सकते हो पानी में. Liquid and liquid, again very common. Alcohol in water. कोई भी चीज़ liquid form में आप liquid physical state का आप water में dissolve करो. Gas and liquid. Now gas and liquid solution, aerated drinks. राइट जो आप ड्रिंक्स पी लेते हो उसमें लार्जर अमाउंट में लिक्विड होता है तो लिक्विड इज द सॉल्वेंट, गैस इज डिजॉल्व्ड इन इट, those aerated drinks are the example of gas and liquid solutions. Even oxygen in water जो है oxygen gas dissolved in water. Now solid in gas, iodine vapor in air. Iodine जो है sublimable है, easily sublime हो जाता है, it's in its solid state but it is sublimable. उसी के vapors in air are an example of solid in gas. Liquid in gas, humidity in air. Air is the solvent here, it's the gas, and water droplets in that air which make it humid are the solute, which is the liquid here. Liquid in gas, example is humidity in air. Gas in gas. Gas in gas is simply air. Air is a mixture of gases. We have oxygen and nitrogen. It's a mixture of gases, so one of them in larger quantity will act as a solvent and others will act as solute. Right?